And there's your mascot, Doug. The Buffalo Funds mascot. They're the title sponsor of the tournament. Let's take a look at how these two teams got here. Last night in the semifinals, it was pretty much of a cakewalk for both these teams. As we're saying a prayer now, Johnny, I'm sorry. So, brief moment of silence, and we're ready to go here tonight as we get coordinated with the arena here this evening. And you saw how these two teams got here. Cakewalks last night. Concordia wins their ball game against McKendree. And let's take a look at Jeremy Groth, 29 points in that ball game last night.
He is third in the NAI in three-point shooting while shooting 7% outside the arc. Had 7 trays in last night's game, so do not leave him open outside the 3 line.
On the other side, we've got the guy, I like to call him TJ Ford of the NAIA, TJ Ford of Texas. This guy handles the ball with anybody.
He does too. He leads the NAIA in assists, but he is an excellent point guard that recognizes the weakness in the defense. He's able to break ankles all over the floor. Raynardo Curry really making things happen from outside, distributes. He's able to score, and he was 19 of 20 from the free throw line last night in the semifinals.
And there is the head coach for Mountain State, Bob Bolin. In his 8th season, he started this Cougar program back in 1994. He's also the athletic director here. And for Concordia Irvine, Ken Ammon in his 2nd season, a guy that went to Stanford and played there. In fact, he was a member of their NIT championship team back in 1991. And he was an assistant at Azusa Pacific and also San Jose State. As he brings his team in here, only the 2nd appearance ever for Concordia in the national championship tournament. And neither team has ever been to the title game or won a national championship here in the NAIA tournament. Here are the starting lineups. We talked about Groth for Concordia. They also go with Victor, Thomas, Feeler, and Luster. And they are a great defensive and aggressive defensive ball team. On the other side for Mountain State, Paul Gilliard, Curry, Moss, and Griffin. And Moss and Griffin are solid inside. Bookend, 6'8", 6'7", athletic, they get it done.
Both teams very similarly matched. Both have very good inside games, complemented by excellent outside games. Raynardo Curry is the key to Mountain State as he gets everybody involved in the offense by excellent distribution. A great passer. On the other end of the floor, Chris Victor does a very good job also of getting his guys in the ball game because he's got Jeremy Groth on the outside. He's got Rashawn Thomas, who is also an outside player who can slash to the basket as well. The fact of the matter is both teams really play hard, play excellent defense, and Concordia is 13th in the nation in scoring defense at 67.6 per game, going against a team who's 2nd in scoring offense at 96 a game.
Both these can shoot the 3 well, and they both get it up in big numbers.
Concordia has 2 guys in Groth at 47% outside the 3-point line. Rashawn Thomas at 45% outside the 3-point line. So Mountain State has their hands full defensively with those 2 guys.
And as a team, Concordia shooting 43% from the 3 line, and Mountain State 38%. And they have their own guys. Gilliard and Hall for Mountain State have each attempted more than 300 three-pointers this season. And on the other side, Jeremy Groth for Concordia is just under that number at 297. So they like to put it up from the 3 line. We'll look for that tonight. And the winner will be called national champion here in Kansas City.
I think the inside game and tonight's game will cancel each other out. What's going to happen here is the outside game, whether Raynardo Curry has his way with the basketball, Groth gets a lot of shots, and if Chris Victor can handle Raynardo Curry on the defensive end.
So to start the ball game, it's Concordia, and they go quickly down low. And turning inside is Luster, missing the shot, rebounded there nicely by Damian Griffin.
Luster can hit that shot, and it looked like Zach was holding off of him early on and giving him some room to shoot.
And there goes Curry. Are you kidding me? Out of the gate with a bang with his first two tonight.
Well, Chris Victor has got to have better control over Raynardo Curry than that early on.
Well, we saw him foul out almost the entire front line of Georgetown in their semifinal win. And we have a foul on the attempted rebound. They're going against Concordia. And that foul will be on Chris Victor, the 6-foot junior from San Bruno, California.
Got to keep him in the basketball game. Chris Victor, a very smart player. They're leading on the floor, and he does a very good job of penetrating and kicking the ball out to the three-point shooter.
And the big chore for him tonight, covering that guy, Raynardo Curry. And Doug, I think key to his ability to handle the ball is he goes backwards as well as he goes forward to get space on the defense.
He does that very well, and once he gets space, he's extremely difficult. Gets a new 5 count as well.
Here goes Hall on the baseline and misses the layup. And rebounded there by Tanner Luster. And here come the Eagles the other way for Concordia. 35-4 on the season. They are out of the Golden State Athletic Conference. From outside, Victor missing. Rebound to Hall, quickly ahead of the pack to Gilliard. Fires the 3, 1-on-3, and rings it home.
He's their guy from the outside. Gilliard had 26 last night in the semifinal game. 6 of those coming from the three-point range. 6 3-point shots, 18 coming from outside the arc.
The other way, Concordia misses the 3. That was Rashawn Thomas. Now out of the corner, it's Growth, and he hammers it home.
Teams getting started early and what their strengths lie.
And down the lane, the layup is good. It's a blocking foul, and they should give him the hoop. And it'll go to the line for the 3-point play. Remember last night, 5 guys fouled out of the ball game trying to keep up with Raynardo Curry. 5 Georgetown players.
Jeremy Groth doing a good job of getting his team started early outside the arc. They need him in the basketball game from outside. You cannot leave him open as he's shooting 47% from the 3 line.
And he hit 19 of 20 free throws last night, 8 of 8 the game before, and he hits his first one here tonight and has 5 points to begin. And it's a 5-point lead for Mountain State. Out of Beckley, West Virginia, 31-6 on the season for the Cougars of Mountain State. Try to go down low, the quickness by Thomas, and it goes out of bounds.
We've seen already, and here's a switch up on the defensive end of the floor. Rashawn Thomas is now guarding Raynardo Curry as they cannot contain him early on.
And 2 guys can't contain him, and dinner is served.
Went right around a double screen where they should have been hedging and went past 3 guys.
They tried to send a couple of guys at him, but he went around everybody and laid it in. From outside, Rashawn Thomas misses. Rebound on the deck. Curry battles. Also, Luster is down. And it's a tied ball situation, and it will go over to Mountain State. Let's look again at Curry.
Watch Curry going around a double screen. He's hedging right there. And he goes right around him in between 3 guys with the 4th guy watching. All of them trying to take a swipe at him.
They get the ball in as they pressure him in the backcourt. And just named a first-team All-American.